Hi, this is Vijay Lakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, KCS Kakinada College of Arts and Science. In this video, we are going to see about database reports. Reports are important and useful in many respects because they provide useful and meaningful information concerning a set of data. In reports, several issues are involved in designing report, as in the development of form. You and user need to determine the content and layout of reports. Issues in designing reports are report usage and user needs, report layout choice like tabular, subgroup, chart, etc., paper size, how often it is generated, event that triggers reports, how large is the report, colors and fonts of the reports, security controls, etc. The different types of reports are tabular report, label report, group and subtotal report, and graph. First one is tabular report. Tabular reports have a few options but are good for detailed data listing. These reports are used for itemizing listing of data. They are used for printing columns of data like the output of a query. They are generally used for detailed item listings such as inventory reports. Tabular reports can print heading and page number on every page. Next one is label report. In a label report, all output for one row of data is printed in one column on page. Then the next row is printed in the following column. The name of the label report comes from the use of pre-printed or pre-cut pages used for labels. This report sometimes based on the number of physical columns. Label reports are also used to group data for one row into separate location on the page. Group and subtotal report, the most common type of report based on groups and computes subtotals. It also provides the most flexibility over the layout of items on the report. Example, printing a receipt or a bill. Subtotal reports include both item listing and group or total data. Grouped reports are easily created by using a basic elements of a report. Group reports are generally used for computations. Computations for one row of data are performed with a query, and aggregations such as sum, average, etc. are performed using the report writer. Next, last type is graph or chart. Graphs on reports are similar to graph on forms. The first step in creating on report is decide with the user what type of graph will best illustrate the data. The second step is to determine where the graph should be positioned within the report elements. If you are graphing detail item, then the graph belongs in the detail sections where it will be redrawn for every row of data. If it is a summary graph, it belongs in the group footer or in the report footer if it is summarized data across the entire report. When the type and location of the graph is determined, build a query to collect the data. When the type is in the group footer, use aggregate function in the query for the graph. The totals for the graphs are computed by a separate query. Next one is elements of reports. The element of reports contain report header, page header, group header, details, group footer, page footer, and report footer. Report header contain the text that appear at the very beginning of a report, such as the report title, author, or database name. If you want the report header to be the first page in the report, set its first page break property to report page break after. And next one is page header, contains information that goes at the top of every page, such as the report's title. Next one is group header. A group header contains a repeating section of the data report. Each group header is matched with group footer. The header and footer pair is associated with a single comment object in the data environment designer. And next one is details. Detail contain the innermost repeating part of the report. The details section is associated with the lowest level command object in the data environment hierarchy. Next one is page footer. Page footer contain the information that goes at the bottom of every page, such as the page number. Next, last one is report footer. It contains the text that appear at the very end of the report, such as summary information or an address or contact name. Next one is form versus report. The difference between forms and reports are: forms are sometimes referred to as data entry screen. Reports are used to summarize and present data in the tables. Forms are intended more for simple and limited data interaction. Reports are used to present typically larger volumes of data. Most database users prefers to use forms for viewing, entering and editing data in the tables. Each report can be formed to present the information in the most readable way possible. You can change the value of underlying data with a form. You cannot change the value of underlying data for a report with a control object from the toolbox as you can with forms. Forms are a generic term for windows used to interact with user. A form can accept data from a user for data entry or to provide input to a query. A form can present data to a user, example, the results of the query. Reports are only used to extract and present data for viewing and printing. Forms provide datasheet views. Reports do not provide a datasheet view. Only print preview and report design views are available. I hope you understand the concept. In university, in 5 mark questions, they may ask, explain about different types of reports, explain about the reports elements, and explain about difference between forms and reports. They also ask us explain about the reports in 10 mark question. So go through this video and learn about this concept. Thank you.